life. Maybe the energy is a little too intense for you and you're kind of like, take a step back. But what if you don't have a choice? Like, you can't really take a step back. You have to communicate with them. Say it's somebody you work with or somebody in your family or, well, significant other. That's kind of an issue and kind of a problem maybe over time. But hey, I'm not going to judge here. What do you do? How do you protect yourself? Well, you can get that little bubble shield, imagine this energetic, bubble around your body. Or you can, actually get yourself a shield and hold it away and try to, deflect. But, it's a matter of how you're reacting, right? It's a matter of how you're reacting. So if you remain calm and composed and grounded, see, a lot of times when we feel vulnerable or we feel kind of around other people, it's probably because we're not really grounded. How do you get grounded? Well, there's a number of ways. You can meditate. You can stand outside with your feet in the grass. You can go hug a tree. You can go hug your mother. You can go, hold a crystal. You can just do some deep breathing for yourself before you come into contact with somebody. A lot of people don't do grounding techniques, or they don't know about them, or they don't think that it's, they think, that's like spiritual stuff. And yeah, but then, later on they'll notice that they came into contact with a entity or a person, and it affected them. They were tired afterwards, or they felt worse afterwards. They let somebody affect their own energy, right? Penetrate their own energy, and it had an effect. Now, I don't know if this has to do so much with what I'm talking about here, but I wanted to bring up, because I thought it was an interesting observation the other day driving, and this guy was like tailgating my car, like real bad, this like Jeep or something, guy, woman, whatever it was, like tailgating really bad. And we were going over the speed limit, it's all good. And like really impatient, and like came to the stop sign, making a left, and he's like beeping his horn because obviously I'm not fast enough to pull out in front of an oncoming car for his benefit, right? Why in road rage we get such this boiling up of anger, right? Do you ever notice that, like, normal day to day, I do not really get that angry? It takes a lot, I guess, to get angry. I mean, I'll get frustrated or I'll get triggered by something, but I won't get like blood boiling up angry until driving. Driving. Why? What is it about driving in your car and other people being rude or not using a turn signal and cutting you off, or tailgaters make my blood boil, trigger me so much? Why is that? Well, I think for a lot of people, they can relate. So it could be from a past experience, like a long time ago, where something happened and it just triggers us. It triggers us to know that other people are not considerate, that other people don't care about us, that other people are so focused on themselves. I think that's the part of it, is that we feel like people are selfish, self-absorbed, right? Self-absorbed in their own little bubble, that they can't take a moment to, create some distance, social distancing between cars, right? Or wait 2 extra seconds for me to make sure that I don't kill myself pulling out into the street in front of an oncoming car. What is the rush with everybody? Everybody is rushing, right? It's our impatience. It is our mentality. It is part of society now where we feel like we need to get places fast. We can't go slow. We can't go slow and steady. We always have to get somewhere fast. We always have to achieve results fast. We always want the instant gratification. It's like get rich overnight, lose 40 pounds in 2 days, right? 40 pounds in 2 days. Possible? No. Unless I chop off my arm, no. Okay? No. Unless you're packing on a lot of water weight, it's going to be really hard to do, guys. It's going to be really hard. Yet, we are so attracted to it, right? We're so attracted. We know that it's silly. We know that it's a little out there. We know that it's practically impossible. Yet, we still read about it. We still think about it. We still want it. We still want it. It's ingrained in us. It is ingrained in our brains. Why? Well, we live in a society, right? Everything's fast moving. It's a technologically driven society right now. We have social media, so you can get instant access to anyone, anywhere, at any time. Unless the cyber grids go down and, God forbid something happens where everything's shut down. What would we do, really, if everything was shut down? All the technology was shut down. We couldn't drive our cars. We couldn't get places fast. We had to actually walk. We had to actually walk to the store. We actually had to walk a mile to get a Band-Aid or something. What would we do? Would we freak out? Would we adjust, right? See, it's kind of nice. My power kept going out last week because a tropical storm blew through, and it was kind of nice in a sense because it got me off the computer and I did some other things. And I know I talked about this before, but I went outside and there were like a lot of people walking around, there's no TV, there's no internet. I mean, you still have internet on your phone as long as you just don't have wireless, right? As long as you have battery. But there's something nice about the slowness of it, right? There's something nice about people being grounded. Because we see this whirlwind of society where everybody's flighty, everybody's up here, and that's why we have kind of chaos in the society, because everybody's just reacting to things. Everybody's just reacting, but nobody is standing their ground and actually thinking before they're reacting. Nobody is observing their thoughts and feelings that much before they're just reacting, before they're getting defensive, before they're just letting their natural instinct kick in and they're just, punch somebody in the nose, right? That creates an upheaval of distress. It creates chaos. It creates hatred. It creates anger. Road rage, right? Somebody cuts you off. You cut them back off, right? It's reaction, or reacting to things. Rather than thinking about it for 1 second, 2 seconds, 1 minute, 30 seconds, and understanding that, I'm never going to see this guy again or girl, and why am I letting this person affect my energy right now? What is it? See, we let people affect our energy. Why? Because we're not grounded. We're up here, we're flying, we're flighty, right? We're scattered. And it has to do a lot with the society we're in. Right? Instant, fast, results quick, overnight success. Why can't we be patient? Think about it. So, I don't know where I'm going with this. It's just, I want to bring your attention to our fast-paced society, right? We're always running, we're always on the go. But, take a day, take today, the rest of today. Here's your little exercise for today. And think before you react. Every time somebody says something to you, or every time you feel triggered and you feel kind of that anger boiling up, or if you're driving and somebody doesn't use a turn, so somebody rolls through a stop sign, right? Or pulls out right in front of you. Instead of reacting right away, giving them the finger and shouting obscene words at them, take 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Breathe. 1 breath, 2 breaths, 3 breaths, whatever it is. Breathe and observe. Observe how your body is reacting. Observe the physiological effects that this person has on you. And then ask yourself, okay, my body is going into reaction mode. But do I have to follow that up? Do I have to continue reacting in this way? Do I have to continue and bite back in a sense? Do I have control over my body right now? Because you feel like you don't have control, but you always do have control. If you take that extra couple seconds and ground yourself and be present and realizing what you're doing, then you can stop the reaction from actually happening. You can stop the physiological effects that person is having on you, on your energy. Because essentially every time you go into this mode, it's stress, right? It's stress. It's stressing out your energy, right? It's using up your energy stores. For what? For nothing. For somebody who you're never going to see again. Think about it. For someone you're never going to see again. So that is your task for today. Not to give you guys homework, but that is your task, is to take an extra 10 seconds and observe how your body feels when somebody's triggering you, or when something is triggering you, or if there's like a crow outside making noise, and how that's triggering your physical body. Okay? And observe that physical body, the sensations running through, where you're feeling tightness, where you're feeling constriction, where you're feeling like a rush of energy. Is it pooling up, or what's going on? What's going on? Observe it. And that's going to lessen you just reacting to something. It's going to make you be present in your body and think about things before you just react. So, on that note, have a great day, guys, and I will see you on tomorrow's video. Peace.